Hello to all my lovely nerds and nerdettes of the interwebs. My name is Brian, and this is God Save the Nerds, your source for all things nerd news. So, before I begin the show today, everybody, I want to give you all a quick update as to what's going on with the channel. Now, for those of you guys who have stuck around with me for the long haul, you may notice that the channel has gone from whatever sub count we had before down all the way to 0. Now, the reason why that is because I recently had to let go one of my staff members over here at the channel, and as a result, I had to literally destroy the thing and bring it right back up from the ground up here. So we're beginning anew, and like the Phoenix, we're bringing back up from those ashes. So for those of you guys who have stuck around, I definitely encourage you to resubscribe. And for those of you guys who haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so. I love the love and support that you guys are showing me within the nerd community here, and frankly, I couldn't be happier with all the rallying that's been happening here. So again, we're doing things the right way, guys. We're back up and running, and we are set to go to deliver that content that you've oh so craved. So with that said, let's move on over to our first story of the day, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at Bandai Namco. For those of you guys who don't know, they're the ones responsible for bringing to us Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. And just to kind of give you guys an update as to what's going on with the game at the moment, we now have new details as to what's coming out with the Deluxe and Collector's Edition of the game respectively. So this is absolutely incredible news, guys. And to give you guys an idea as to what's going on with the game at the moment, before I start getting into details here, the game is set to release October 25th of this year, and the PC version of the game will be coming out 2 days later on the 28th. Now, the consoles who are going to be getting this game are both the Xbox One and PS4 respectively, kind of like what they did with the predecessor here, Xenoverse 1. Now, there is also going to be a pre-order bonus for those of you guys who are looking to get the game early, and the pre-order bonus is as follows. We have Black Goku, the ever so popular antagonist from Dragon Ball Super, as a playable character. So yeah, that's going to be absolutely fantastic, guys, and I, for one, am thrilled about this news. And we're also going to be gaining access to Tao Pai Pai's pillar mount. So for those of you guys who aren't familiar with Tao Pai Pai, he was a villain on the Dragon Ball anime series, and essentially his shtick was that the way he got around is he would literally break off pieces of pillar, throw them in the air in the direction that he wanted to go, and hop on top of it and just sail through the air like a badass. So the man had did not give any shits as far as architecture is concerned, broke off pillars, and rode them like a badass. So yeah, we're getting access to that Tao Pai Pai mount, and this is absolutely incredible news. So let's move on over to the deluxe edition of the game here. And what we're going to be getting with that here is Future Trunks as a playable character. We're going to be getting that, and a season pass, much like they did with Xenoverse 1, which is going to include 4 packs of DLC. So this is absolutely incredible, guys. I'm definitely looking forward to this. At the very least, it's a great deal, and it's only going to be retailing for about $89.99. So if we're considering what we're getting here as far as DLC, we're getting that 4-pack season pass, Trunks as a playable character, Black Goku as a playable character, and a Tao Pai Pai mount. So that's incredible, guys. That's a lot of content for a great deal. Now, moving on over to the Collector's Edition. This is the big Papa Pump here, guys. This is where all the gold happens. We're getting a copy of the game with a steel case, so this thing is never gonna die. A Time Patroller's Guide, which is basically another way of saying an art book. So we're going to be seeing concept art for both the stages and the characters respectively. An official soundtrack of the game, so we're going to be getting a CD here, and a 13-inch Goku Master Stars piece figure. So this is the coup de grace here, guys. We're going to be literally getting a very high detailed figure to look at and fawn over like the good fanboys and girls that we are. So yeah, oh my goodness, this collector's edition is absolutely fantastic. So on top of the collector's edition, not only are you getting that, but you're also getting the stuff from the deluxe edition and the pre-order bonus. So you're getting a shit ton of content for only $149.99. So that is a fantastic fucking deal, guys. And if you haven't already jumped on the collector's edition at this moment, I encourage you to do so. It is a great deal, and I know I am because I love the Xenoverse series, and Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 looks absolutely phenomenal from both a gameplay standard and also a graphical standard. It's just looking like a very clean game, guys, and I certainly encourage you all to take a look at it for yourselves. So, my goodness, so yes, this is absolutely fantastic news and lots of things to look forward to. So with that said, let's move on over to our second story of the day, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at the Gambit film that's been talked about all over the internet recently. This movie is, my god, the redheaded stepchild of cinema right now. There have been so many things that this movie has been going through, it's just ridiculous. Now, two of the major things that the movie had to deal with here is a recent change of director. They went from Doug Liman over to Rupert Wyatt. And the second thing is a removal of the current release date, which was set for October 7th of this year. So they've been pushing things back and just changing staff all over the place, kind of like myself. They took a page out of the GSTN handbook here, apparently. And it's just not a good look, guys. You know, it's very disheartening to see such an iconic character, you know, getting the shaft, so to speak, in the cinema scene here. Now, during a recent event here with Simon Kinberg, who is one of the writers slash producers of the film, he kind of cleared things up for us here as far as letting us know the current status of the movie. Now, Simon was interviewed at the 2016 Saturn Awards, and he was quoted saying that there is a script out, and that filming is set to start here in spring of 2017. So we probably won't be getting this movie until late 2018. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Now, he has confirmed that Channing Tatum is going to be playing the famous card-throwing, staff-wielding Gambit, and he is still there. Yeah, he's stuck as the lead. He's not going anywhere. And also, as an additional side note here, Simon also mentioned to us that Deadpool 2 is set to film in early 2017. So early 2017, I'm sorry. So not only are we getting some more Channing Tatum, we're also getting some more Ryan Reynolds as a result. So we definitely have a lot to look forward to as far as 2018's movie year, my goodness. Deadpool and Gambit. So yeah, that is incredible, guys. And if I see any more additional updates regarding this movie, you guys are going to be the first to know, and that is a promise. So let's move on over to our third story of the day, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at Game Freak and, of course, Nintendo. Now, a new Pokemon was recently revealed for both Sun and Moon, and it goes by the name of Salandit. Now, it is a fire poison type and looks like a lizard. So it looks absolutely cool. It's super something like you'd be catching in your backyard. And it is a really unique Pokemon in the fact that it can literally poison any type of Pokemon. Yes, any fucking type of Pokemon. And this includes poison and steel types, which are naturally resistant to poison. So as far as the meta is concerned for Pokemon, it is gone. It's done. You know, everyone and their mother is going to be jumping on this Pokemon to get it into their competitive teams. And frankly, I don't blame them. It's a great Pokemon. And it makes me wonder what additional things we're going to be seeing from Game Freak as far as, kooky mechanics that could just kind of piss on the current meta. And I love it. Because, frankly, from what I've been hearing around the community, the meta for Pokemon at the moment is stale, it's boring, and you're literally seeing repeats of the same teams over and over and over again. So, again, for a Pokemon like Salandit to be making a debut, it's literally going to change things up for the better, and frankly, make the competitive scene that much more competitive. So yes, if I see any more Pokemon updates, guys, again, you guys are going to be the first to know, and my god, I am super excited for Sun and Moon to come out later this year, and yeah, that's how that's going to go. I'm going to be grabbing a copy as soon as I can. Now, our last story of the day, guys, is going to be some more video game news here, and that's going to be coming from our friends over at Koei Tecmo. Now, those guys were responsible for bringing us DOA 5, Final Round, which is the latest installment in the DOA franchise. And they've been partnering up with KOF and SNK. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be debuting Mai Shiranui from the King of Fighters series as a DLC character. So yeah, that's incredible, guys, right? Oh my goodness, when I read this story, I was like, yes, boob physics. Oh my god, so yeah, it's going to be a great addition to the roster here, guys. And Mai is set to debut in September of this year, so she's going to be coming out pretty soon. Now, in addition to Mai being a thing, KOF and Koei have also introduced to us some King of Fighter costumes for select characters within the roster. So they had a dual collab here, you know, as far as getting us some more content. Now, in addition to King of Fighters, Koei Tecmo has also been working with Attack on Titan and bringing DLC from that place. Yes, Attack on Titan costumes are going to be available for the entire roster, and they're also going to be releasing an additional stage with everyone's favorite Titan, the massive Titan, the one who looks like Voldemort. You know, he's going to be center stage in this new Attack on Titan stage. So, frankly, the DLC costumes look absolutely awesome, and I'm super stoked that Mai is going to be a part of DOA, and frankly, my mind is just blown how much craziness Koei Tecmo is getting into these days. So I'm super happy about what they're doing, and frankly, I'm going to download this DLC. It looks like a great deal, and frankly, I couldn't be happier. So, with that said, guys, that is going to be the end of the show, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the stories I brought to the table today. And again, you know, KOF. I mean, GSTN is going to be here for the long haul, guys, and we are going nowhere. Everything's right back up to where it should be, and everyone, I encourage you all to subscribe and like my videos here so that we can go ahead and produce for you some future content and bring you that news that you guys oh so enjoy. And thank you so much, everybody. My name is Brian, and this has been God Save the Nerds. I'm signing out until next week.